Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the New York Mets going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Mitch Keller. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 2-0.
Well, second pitch of this game, and already getting squeezed a little bit.
And another ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that's in for a strike.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Keller throws over. Lindor back in there. Lindor on the move. Pitch is high. Throw to second. Great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Lindor leads off second with nobody out. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Chop back up the middle. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Pete Alonso.
Yeah, Boog, he's leading them in batting average and RBI, so delivering in a number of ways. And you know what? If he comes up with the bases empty, good chance of getting on base, set up his teammates. If he comes up with guys on, man, he could drive them in. Just a solid contributor for this lineup.
Juan Soto stands in now and watches strike one.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
There's a swing and a drive. A dive, and he can't haul it in. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
One down, runner at third. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. One away with a runner at third. Not even close there. And that's ball one. right through there for a strike. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there are 2 outs. Jeff McNeil stands in. And a strike in there.
0-2.
Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Mets 1, and the Pirates coming up. And we're back. And towing the slab, David Peterson. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And a base hit into right. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Brian Reynolds here. That's outside. And that's ball 1. And a foul ball. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-1.
To the right side. 1 at second. A sensational double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there they made it look pretty easy.
And now the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. That one finds the corner. 0-1. Two out, space is empty. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Bucks go down quietly, and it remains 1-0. Top of the second, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Tyrone Taylor. Keller back to work. Up and
Ball.
in. 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
There's the strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that misses.
That's a ball.
2-1. And downstairs.
No, that's a ball. 3-1.
Ground ball right side. And that one handled. Slings to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 7, the third baseman, number 7.
Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Beatty, in his second season, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. That one fouled off. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1 out, bases empty. Oh, and he hit him.
That hit him.
He had
Take a
2
base.
strikes on him, and he hit him.
Batting 8.
So
the
digging
catcher,
in,
number
Luis
13,
Torrens.
Luis Torrens.
Check
Yeah.
swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
0-1.
And that one
1-1.
upstairs, ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. He's got it. 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about
Batting
10
up,
minutes
the
of
second
balls
baseman,
in the gaps.
Ronnie
They practice this, and when the
Mauricio.
game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Ronnie Mauricio now. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That one
No,
missed.
that's out.
Hard hit left side. They take the force out. That's out number 3. Mets strand 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's going to be Nick Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Swing and a pop-up. Mauricio. And makes the grab. And there's 1 down.
Batting 5th, the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And he hits a ground ball
That's a
right
foul
side,
ball.
and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boog. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does. And you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
Here's Tommy Pham. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. And that one wrapped foul. 2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Soto moving back for it. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here at PNC Park, Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Lindor.
To the right side, Gonzalez. Tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter.
And now the Mets DH, Brandon Nimmo. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. Check swing, called strike.
1-1.
That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 1-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. That one not close, and it's 2-2. And down on strikes he goes, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip.
Soto.
This is a batter right here who really produces in these night games, and we saw the latest example of it in his first AB.
And there's a foul ball. 2 outs. And strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swung on, belted. Back there. And that's long gone. Almost out of the stadium. He made him pay for that one. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 2-0.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Alonso in the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
1-0.
Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. There's a swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Up and in, and a count 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Jared Triolo.
Triolo.
And a first offering a fastball for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
0-2.
That one misses. Going to count 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away.
Batting 8, the catcher, Henry Davis.
Henry Davis, the next Pirate to hit. In there for strike 1. And that one is inside. And that's outside. And it's 2-1. Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And it's fouled away. Swings and misses, struck him out.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. That's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Gets it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, now the left fielder, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil.
One really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch. Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That's towards center. Cruz moving under it. Puts it away for the out.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Reynolds makes the play. That's out number 2.
The third baseman.
And now here is Brett Beatty. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next offering is in for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now here is Luis Torrens. Cut on and lifted in the air. Pham sizes this one up, squeezes it, and that is that. Mets leave one, but they're on top 2-0. And we're back. Here's Adam Frazier.
Pirates, the designated hitter, Adam Frazier.
Inside, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. On to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Next pitch is outside. Just missed. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Now one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close.
He did not
take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
One gone, runner at first. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Right down the chute. That's strike 1. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-2.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Man at first, 1 away. That one down the line, and it goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Grounder might be 2. There's 1. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
Now batting, the second baseman, Nick.
And here is Nick Gonzalez. 0 for 1 so far. Just missed.
Ball.
Swing and a foul out of play. Horowitz off of first with 2 away. Right through there for a strike. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Caught him looking for the K. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at PNC Park, ready now for the 5th inning. And here is Ronnie Mauricio. Mauricio, 23 years old. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that is out of play. On the ground, out to short. Connor Falefa throws to first in time. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Here's Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Fought off foul. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. Next pitch is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
The shortstop takes the ball. Got it. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So now the DH spot, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 in this one. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Next offering is down low. That's a little bit low. Juan Soto would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Well struck right field. Reynolds ranging back, and that one is gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His 16th homer of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Juan Soto now. He's already homered in this game. Pulls that one foul. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth. At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. Peterson back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, these Pirates, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Up next for the Pirates, Tommy Pham. Flied to right his first time.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And there's a strike. Cruz on at first, nobody out.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Tommy Pham swings, blasts one. McNeil raging back towards the wall. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jared Triolo.
And now Jared Triolo. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
This one in the air, center field. Taylor. 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Henry Davis went down on strikes his first time through. Fastball for a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Next offering is fouled back. The Mets leading by 3, last half of inning number 5. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Mets 3 and the Pirates nothing. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Carmen Mlb. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Here's Pete Alonso, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Mlb.
Just missed.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Swinging a foul straight back.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at-bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1 and 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
McNeil in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. And another ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that's fouled off. That one is absolutely belted. And that's going to bang against the wall. Stepping in, Tyrone Taylor. There you see his May and June numbers so far. Grounded to third, could be 2. To second for 1. And that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 3 and the Pirates nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Kiner-Falefa.
Fouled off. He was late. And there's a ball.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Left field. McNeil hauls it in, 2 away.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Foul ball. Comes up empty.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Outside low. 1-2 to count.
1-2.
That one is upstairs. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
2 down, nobody on. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. On the ground to third, but it kicks foul.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Caught and missed, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They trail in this one 3-0.
Now pitching for
Andrew Heaney will take over here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Brett Beatty now at the plate.
The third baseman, number 7, Brett Beatty.
First pitch just misses. And another ball.
2-0.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Pham makes the catch, and there's one away.
The catcher, number 13.
Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Gonzalez to first in time. 2 gone now.
Second base, Ronnie
Mauricio up now for the Mets.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
2-2.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And delivers outside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
To third. Whips it across. And that will end the inning. Nothing across here this half. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Mets 3 and the Pirates nothing. Back here in Pittsburgh, set for the last half of the 7th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz. First offering, and it just misses. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets, Dedniel Nunez, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Number 82, warming up as well. That clips the corner.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Next offering upstairs.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
And that's down and away.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And right back to the mound. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And the batter now, Nick Gonzalez. First pitch, not close. The Mets leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
in there at the knees. And it's 0-2.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
In the dirt. Gonzalez, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Ground ball right side, could be two. Lindor, that's one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Mets 3 and the Pirates nothing. And we're back for the top of the 8th. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Heaney back to work. Heaney, a 6'2 southpaw. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a sinker. That's off the mark. Now 2-0.
2-0.
Just missed.
Ball low.
Fastball for a strike. And the count is 3-1.
3-1.
Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Digging in, Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Coming on is Pham to make the play.
Up next,
and now it's Juan Soto. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Pirates nothing. Now on the bump, Dedniel Nunez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And
now
one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Dedniel Nunez.
And now Tommy Pham.
For the Pirates.
The Pirates in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here. Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Ball out.
right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Fastball for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And a swing and a miss. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next,
now the third baseman, Jared Triolo.
Jared Triolo.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. It's 0-1.
Ball.
And a swing and a miss.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. And that is downstairs. The count now 2-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And they'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Two outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Henry Davis. And that's downstairs and outside.
1-0.
The Pirates trailing by 3 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Now one missed.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Come on, you can do it, Pirates. Let's go.
Swings through that.
2-1's the count.
Way out front for strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Dedniel Nunez out of the game. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Austin Warren. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Now pitching for New York, Number 44.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate.
Warren.
Swing and a base hit. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Adam Frazier. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
The other way. Base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
And now a high leverage at bat for Brian Reynolds. Just off the inside edge.
1-0.
Late swing, foul to the left. Two on, 2 outs. And it is 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. In comes the run from second. And it's an RBI single, and it's a 1-run game.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Spencer Horwitz, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. On the ground to the left, down the line, and it's foul.
Well, they're applying pressure, quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one man to the next, showing a lot of fight right now, and they're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
And that one fouled off.
Great swing and solid contact, just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
So the tying run at second. Oh, that hit him. The throw is still in time, and they do get the 3rd out of the inning.
Now.
Just about set to go now. And
Leading
today's
off tonight
starter,
for the Mets,
Mitch Keller.
the
How about a
shortstop,
report on him, Chris?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
The 0-2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, left field, down the line. Coming on is Fan to make the play. And let's take a look at the lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And look out, as that one ran in and got him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Here's Juan Soto.
Really bringing some thump at the plate lately. 3 homers already in this series.
Foul ball there.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
Headed down the line. And that drops foul. Next pitch is outside. Nimmo at first, one gone. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Kicks and fires. Next offering misses down and away.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not. His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Here's Pete Alonso. Fastball for a strike. One out. Runners at first and second. Next offering way upstairs.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Next pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And the sweeper is off the plate. Jeff McNeil in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runners at first and second with one gone. He fouls it off. Will do it again. In there, sets him down on strikes. And a big sigh of relief from the mound with that called third strike. And now here's Jeff McNeil. That one outside, and that's ball 1. There's a strike. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. And now the count is even. And that's outside. Tyrone Taylor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And they're all
Ball
loaded
four,
up.
runner, take your base.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Line drive, that's a base hit. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score. It's 2-0.
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. He showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
First and second, 2 outs. And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. And that's in for a strike.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ball 1 there. First and second, 2 down. Struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Pirates coming up. Back here at PNC Park, getting the nod on the mound, David Peterson. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win. And I expect to see that from him in this one today.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Adam Frazier. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1. Ball inside.
Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2-2's the count.
Got him swinging.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Ryan Reynolds here. There's a strike. One out, base is empty. That one ripped. Taylor going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. Getting guys across the plate, not exactly a forte for them this year, as their offense is in the bottom 1/3 of the league in runs scored.
Boogie becomes extremely frustrating, and then what happens is guys press, especially in run scoring opportunities and situations. And on top of that, I mean, you really make it harder on your pitcher. He feels like he's got to be perfect to go out there and win a ball game, or at least to put the team in a position to win a ball game. So they've got to figure out a way to relax, get those runners across when they have them on, and especially when they're in scoring position.
Swinging a foul straight back. Towards first, Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Pirates, and they're down 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. Keller back to work. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball one. Torrens, 28 years old. And he was born in Venezuela. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball. Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Ronnie Mauricio, the next to hit, takes ball one. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
1 and 2 the count. Ball.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Lindor stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that is that. Down in order go the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Bottom of the second. Now it's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
Nick Gonzalez.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. That clips a corner. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that one's going to get into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. Gonzalez round second, heads for third.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Runner at third, nobody out. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Swing and
Clearly he had him fooled.
Yeah.
Here's Tommy Pham. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner on at third, one gone. That misses the zone.
Low.
2-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. And now he's got a real chance at stranding that leadoff triple.
Yeah, back-to-back strikeouts, and now the scoring probability goes way down, and he's just got to focus, execute a couple more pitches, and can walk back to the dugout and breathe a sigh of relief.
And now, Jared Triolo.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. Next offering is fouled back. This one in the air right field. Soto going after it. He's got it. That is the inning. Pirates leave one. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, new inning getting started. And now it's going to be Brandon Nimmo. That misses the zone. 1-0.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Hammered, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike one.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Off the plate inside. And the count is 1-1. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Ground ball could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. On the first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Next to hit, Pete Alonso. Struck out looking at his first at bat. There's a swing and a drive. Gone. Pete Alonso takes him deep. His 19th home run of the year. It's 3-0.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 9th homer of the year, and they add on. It's 4-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Two down, bases empty. Tyrone Taylor, the next to hit. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Right through there for a strike. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
2-2.
Swing and a ball popped up. Connor Falefa sizing this one up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that's the third out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third. And now the catcher comes up to him, Henry Davis. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Just off the inside edge.
2-0.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Hit it right.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting ninth,
Isaiah Kiner Falefa up to the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
That's high.
That misses, ball 1. One down, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. On the ground, right side. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Frazier.
Up next for the Pirates, Adam Frazier. Struck out swinging his first time. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one popped in the air, left field. McNeil in pursuit. Brings it in for the third out. Start of the fourth. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
A little bit high. No, 1 ball, 1 strike. Action in the pen down there.
1-1.
Andrew Heaney loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Majinski, the right-hander, also getting loose.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch is outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
The catcher,
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Ground ball left side and foul ball.
Hit.
Bases empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering misses. Now 1-2. Good eye right there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Popped up right side. Reynolds tracks it down for the out.
Oh, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Mauricio takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Next pitch is downstairs. Yeah, that's outside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Francisco Lindor up next for the Mets. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. There's a strike, and the count is 3-1. Check swing, called strike.
Full count.
Line drive, fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Mitch Keller will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the
Pitching
Pirates.
change here. Number 41.
Number 41.
He's been so good against lefties.
Michael Darrell Hicks.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
Runner at second, 2 down. And it's fouled away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Foul ball still 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Man at second. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Here's the 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. In the air to left down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Reynolds gets under it. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. Mets strand 1. They lead 4-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now the right fielder, Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
First pitch, and he just misses.
You know, these Pirates just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That misses,
2-1.
and it's 2-1. And down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch misses.
Ball.
Inside, just missed. And a 4-pitch walk.
Take your base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter
Now
didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Soto moving back for it. And that one is off the wall. Horwitz around third. Tag, and he's out at the plate. And he's got himself a triple.
Now batting, center fielder.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
And now the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. That one ran inside, almost got him. Two outs and a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And another ball.
That's in.
Just missed.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Taylor under it. And that is that. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back here at PNC Park, top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Brandon Nimmo. First offering, and it just misses. Nimmo, 31 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. That one misses. 3-0.
3-0.
Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Full count.
This to third, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
That's inside.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's down. That's a ball.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pham should have this one. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. The throw is offline and he's in to score. It's 5-0.
Number 1, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil stands in. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Two and 0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. The throw in, and he'll make it safely. That's a double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And now Tyrone Taylor. And first offering is fouled off. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field now.
The slide and play it short. It's there, and that's a great play. A run on 2 hits, and they lead 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Pirates nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning at the plate for Pittsburgh, Tommy Pham. Peterson back to work. That's in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Out.
Slider misses outside. Next pitch is outside. And a count 2-1. And a slider misses down and away. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound.
Now
you can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first. And then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Triolo at the plate and takes high there. Pham aboard here at first with nobody out. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 1-1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
On the ground right side. And that's just foul. Nobody out. Runner at first. That missed it inside. And the count's even at 2. And there's a ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Runner, take your base.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
First and second, no outs. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Henry Davis. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Just missed.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
That one fouled off. Tap dances out of the way of that one.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That's in there. That's strike 2. First and second, no outs. Last half of inning number 5.
Full count.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Liner, base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline. It's 5-1.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
No outs, runners at first and second. Outside with a breaking ball. Fouled off left side. One, 2 now.
2-2.
In the air, right field. Soto going after it. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
For the Pirates, the designated hitter, Adam Frazier.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the Pirates leadoff man, Adam Frazier. And first offering is fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And that one fouled off. High fly ball down the left field line. McNeil sizes this one up, and he makes the catch. Runner tags for home. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 5-2.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
So up next,
The right
Brian
fielder,
Reynolds.
number 10.
A switch hitter batting right.
Reynolds.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And makes the grab. And that's the inning. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 5 and the Pirates 2. All set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty. First pitch just misses. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Andrew Heaney loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. In the air, left field. Pham has this one sized up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
The catcher, number 13.
Now the catcher up to hit, Luis Torrens.
Come on, Pirates.
And that one wrapped foul. One down, base is empty. Ripped to right, base hit.
The batter, number 10. Second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. 1 for 2. That one catches the corner for a strike.
0-1.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. And now 1-2.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. That's down and in.
Ball.
Man at first, 1 away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good eye in that spot.
Full count.
On the ground to third. On to Gonzalez for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Pirates 2. Bottom of the 6th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz.
Spencer Horwitz.
Up the middle. Toss to Alonso, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting, the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup hitter, Nick Gonzalez.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Swing and a foul out of play. And the next pitch is way outside. Gets him to chase after that one.
1 and 2's the count.
This one blasted the other way down the line, and it's a foul ball. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. Stays alive. Just misses with that one.
We got a full count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Back up the middle and a base hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
But when you see that many pitches in an at bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there we see the result.
So digging in, O'Neal Cruz. And that one fouled off.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky. Well, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball. This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Now at the plate, Tommy Pham. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Wide throw, and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to second base as that's a 2-base error.
Well, every double play turn starts with getting one, and even though these players work on these plays during batting practice over and over again, sometimes at game speed you can still mess it up. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get nothing.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. David Peterson is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
taking over on the mound for the Mets, Reed Garrett.
75.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Up next for the Pirates, Jared Triolo. Golden opportunity right here. And that is out of play. Not close with that one. And the count even 1-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Next offering is outside. That's to third. Baden. Throw to first in time. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Henry Davis.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run. It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Hee-haw! 1-1.
Pham stands at second with 2 gone. Falling behind 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Tattooed and gone. Home run number 5 on the season, and the Pirates take the lead. It's 6-5. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, the next Pirate to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two outs. Swing and a high fly ball right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We're through 6 full. It's the Pirates 6 and the Mets 5. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Caleb Ferguson
coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Ferguson.
Nobody out. Lindor has a chance to tie it. 0 for 3 in this one.
Lindor.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one almost got him.
Nope, ball.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
2-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Inside corner, that's a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And it's even
That's
up.
a ball. 1-1.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. 2 down. At the plate, Juan Soto. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Now this is in the air down the line, and that's a foul ball. This one lifted in the air, left field. Coming on is Pham to make the play. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Huascar Brazoban.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And the batter now, Adam Frazier.
The designated hitter, Adam Frazier.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Action in the Mets bullpen. Dedniel Nunez preparing to come on if needed. Number 82 also getting ready. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And 1 out now.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Reynolds batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Out to short, Lindor sends it across to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman Spencer Horwitz.
2 outs, base is empty. Spencer Horwitz, the next Pirate to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch is outside.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
That one ripped right center field. This one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now it's going to be Nick Gonzalez. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle. And that one sliced foul. Man at second. That's off the inside corner. And that is ball one. Swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
Horowitz on at second with 2 down. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Man on second, 2 down. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-2. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 out. 8th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 6 and the Mets 5. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Braxton Ashcraft.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off for the Mets.
Well, 1-run game, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. First pitch misses.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
No outs, runner at first. So up next for New York, Jeff McNeil. That one missed.
1-0.
And another ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down. Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Fastball for a strike.
Get him a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Outside
Count is
low,
full.
and the count's full.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. On the ground.
That's
and
foul.
it goes just foul. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss and a slider.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
0-2 now. Swing and he popped it up. Gonzalez makes the grab for the second out.
The third baseman, number 7, Brett Beatty.
Next to hit, Brett Beatty.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
1-0.
In the dirt. And no movement on the bases. It's ball one. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top of the 8th. The changeup missing, and now 2-0. Strike one.
Ha! 2 balls, 1 strike.
Two outs. That's a
That
little
missed,
bit
that's
low.
the ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
3-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Mets leave one. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5.
Now pitching for
Back
the New
now,
York
new
Mets,
pitcher on the mound as we roll into
Number
the bottom of the
72.
8th. Dedniel Nunez.
Dedniel
Just trying to keep this one
Nunez.
close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in,
Leading up
O'Neal
for the
Cruz.
Pirates,
1
the
for 3.
center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
And that drops in for a strike. Nunez, a righty that throws with power. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a sinker, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Ball.
The next pitch misses, and the count 1-2. And there's a ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One gone here.
Now batting, left fielder
Tommy Pham will hit next.
Pham.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one's a little bit low. And it's a ball and a strike. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Edwin Diaz getting loose out there. Next one misses. Ball 2. He swings and fouls one off. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the
Now
first 2 batters he's faced in this one. Getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. And I'm so glad I'm retired.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Going back on this one. And it hits the fence. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
So runner at second, 2 down. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Henry Davis. That one misses, and that's ball 1. There's a swing and a miss. Triolo at second with 2 down. So now 1-2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just gonna have to tip.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Pirates leave 1 as it remains a 6-5 ball game.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and here comes the closer,
Number
Dennis
60.
Santana.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens.
The catcher, number 13, Luis Torrens.
There's the strike. Ground ball up the middle. Gonzalez in plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
He's 2 outs away, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
On the mound, 2-strike count, made him chase way outside the zone, but just couldn't get him to miss, and somehow he found a way to put it in play for the knock.
Lindor in the box now, takes strike 1. trying to close out a one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Little chopper rolls foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Left center base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
I'm sure that feels pretty good after going hitless in this one so far. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
So the tying run in scoring position now. So now here's the Mets DH.
1 ball, no strike.
Brandon Nimmo. Pitch out, but no action.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Just missed.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Just missed.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Here's a 3-0. And that's a strike.
3-1.
Popped up. Triolo gets under it. And it's caught for the out. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Dennis Santana done for the night, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
David
the Pirates,
Bednar gets handed the rock out of the pen.
51.
32nd appearance.
David Bednar.
So it's their last chance in this one. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Down to their final. He walked in, and that will keep things going.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Substitution now at first base. Entering is the pinch runner, Travis Jankowski. Big at bat now as the polar bear, Pete Alonso, steps in. Trying to deliver as the hero. Now a screamer into the outfield. Out of here! Grand slam! Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 9-6. That sound you hear is every writer in the press box smashing the delete button on their keyboards.
Talk about flipping the script, Boog. This story was set up for a different type of finish. Now
here is Jeff McNeil.
Well, at least he's got a clean slate after that grand slam. Nothing to think about on the bases, so he can really go after the hitter and just approach this like it's a clean inning, get the outs that you need, and get back into the dugout.
Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. A Pete Alonso blast for the Mets. It's now 9-6. You're watching Major League. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Austin Warren.
Now
a chance at his first save of the year.
Number 44.
And the batter will be the shortstop,
Austin
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Warren.
Pitch is in there. 0-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Frazier in the box with one away as he takes ball one. And that's down and away.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
One down, base is empty. On the ground to short. Lindor on the first. 2 up, 2 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Last chance now for the Pirates. Now the number 2 hitter, Ryan Reynolds. Right through there for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. The Pirates down to their final strike. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
So up next, Spencer Horwitz. Ball 1 low. Reynolds off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming around third is Reynolds. He will score.
Everything came together for him. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way. Really important at that coming up now.
Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. Out to short, Lindor. In the hole, jump throw, low throw, picked, he's safe.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Substitution now at third. Pirates going with a pinch runner, Alexander Canario. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Cruz getting ready to hit. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Next pitch inside, and the count now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one finds the corner. 2-1 now.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That one close, ruled the ball. And that's ball 3.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Now front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Tapped in front of the plate. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet. knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Edwin Diaz.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Just missed.
That's the ball.
2 outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
It's a big hit. On the other side, nice job to battle through it, close out the win. Battle through it, close out the win.